Hello, LinkedIn. I have my special guest with me today, the Lady of Royalty. My mom is here to join us. Mom, do you have anything you want to say to all the folks before we begin these wonderful questions?
Yes, I am the Queen of Missoula, Montana.
How did you get that title?
An elderly man at the carousel where I was going to take a ride helped me, and he called me the Queen of Missoula. And so I am.
With that title, do you get any special perks or privileges?
No.
No benefits?
No.
Okay.
No crown.
No crown.
I haven't seen any jewels. I haven't even seen any money, which, can you tell, I'm an old person. Well, I am. And I have to be careful with how I spend my money.
Especially if you're the queen, right?
Correct?
Yes.
Correct. It does. Being the queen, I figured out, comes with nothing in particular. I should have a T-shirt that said, Queen of Missoula, Montana.
Well, we'll talk to Buckingham Palace.
Oh, good.
And we'll get you something.
Good.
A few people who follow me are from the UK, so maybe they can talk to some individuals, and we can get King Charles to do some stuff.
I started to say, how about Prince Harry? But I don't think he's even part of the family right now. So.
Well, we're here in Missoula, Montana. This is exciting. My mom has been looking forward to this ever since I mentioned to her that I had some questions for her. So what are you anticipating with these questions coming up?
I don't know.
No idea?
No. You see, I kind of lived back in the 50s. I thought the 50s were great. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have computers. It was just a happy time because I was in high school, and it was just wonderful.
Well, and I think that's why I wanted to get your perspective.
Oh, yes.
On all this technology, all these things that are happening.
You know, it gives me a headache.
Well, even people my age can get a headache from it too. There's so much happening. So this will be very informal, relaxed. And as I told my mom going in on this, that at any point she wants to pass, that's totally fine. We might take a break. We're going to keep this as stress-free and conversational as possible.
Could I pass the entire?
That's the only one thing you're not allowed. Well, okay. Otherwise I'm not going to have much content. I guess it'll be a very short video. It'll just be me asking a question, you going past.
Right.
So these are just kind of some general questions. And again, there's no wrong answer on this. Like I told you, just speak your mind on these. That's what I want to hear. That's the thing I always tell people on LinkedIn in particular. I like to hear perspectives that are different, or maybe we say hot takes, like a strong opinion, as long as it's backed up.
Is that like a hot body?
A little bit different than that.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit. No, a hot take would be like if you had not exactly a controversial point of view, but you're going against the grain, like different than what a lot of people are thinking, which is important.
Right now, I want to give all of you young people, advice about if you become a widow, or widower, and you start getting incredible amounts of mail, about 20 a day. They all want money, and I was so naive. I thought, oh, I'll give money to the donkey rescue place, because the letter sounded so sad to me. And so I sent them money, thinking, this is, you remember this, you think that will be your last letter from them. No! The next letter, I even got a book about donkey on top of wanting another donation. So, I am trying to whittle down my mail, and my poor mail carrier, he is kind of tired of trying to put rubber bands around 10 to 20 envelopes and then try and stick them in my mailbox. So don't do what I did. Don't think that, and I tell you what's really bad are all the political, we just had an election. Now they're trying to get money for the next one. Can't you please sing 25, 35, even 100? That would help. And they call you things like a patriot if you do that. Now, I don't know what they're calling me right now. I was a patriot. Now they're not calling me that, and I don't know what they're calling me. But anyway, just be careful that you don't do what I did. I signed up because I felt bad for the animals. I felt bad for the ocean. I felt bad for the national parks because they all need money. So that's my advice.
No, I think it's good because, as you know, once you get on one mailing list, you're placed in multiple ones. And I know when we've donated in the past, we sometimes have done it anonymously, because then it's not traced back to us. So that's a piece of advice I can offer too. If you have a charity you really like, if you have the ability to donate anonymously, that can help as well.